What is up, and I welcome each and every one of you back to a brand new video. I hope you're all having fantastic days, as always, and if not, I hope I can make your day just a little bit better, tiniest of bits better, if not a butt-ton better. Before we get started, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Did I tell you guys to subscribe? Because I can't remember, because that is something you should definitely do. Go ahead and assault that red button down low. Make it go crying home to its mommy. But in all seriousness, we are back with another tier list episode. We're looking at the top 20. The top 10 will be coming out in the next week, maybe tomorrow or next weekend, depending on how much I want to make you guys sweat. But yeah, without not much else to say, let's get into this episode of a top 20 tier list. Let's get started with number 19. We have Trajan of Rome. Yes, Trajan is one of the OG civs, and he is still one of the top civs in the entire game. I mean, my God, Trajan's column gives him an extra monument per city. Free monuments? Are you kidding me? You will get political philosophy so fast, which is so essential to your strategy, because let's get talking about the damn Legionnaire. I mean, my God. I don't know how much combat strength it has exactly. I think it's still at 40. I'm pretty certain it's still at 40, though. It's the strongest classical era unique unit by far. Add an oligarchy and a great general, you're looking at 49 combat strength in the ancient era. And if you're one of the people who like going heroes and legends because you're too much of a, how do I say this, scrub to win a game without heroes and legends, then Himiko would give you 59 combat strength per legion. I mean, my God, there's nothing else to say. You get that first promotion, you're looking at 66 potential combat strength in the classical era with Rome, and that isn't even taking into account the Bath, which is a super aqueduct that will give you a lot of housing. I mean, my God, you're looking at a massive empire, massive cities, a lot of monuments, lots of population, and all roads lead to Rome. It's probably his worst ability, but it's still pretty damn good. All cities you found or conquer start with a trading post, and if in trade route range of your capital, they start with a road. Also, you get 1 gold if your traders are passing through trading posts in your cities. So all in all, Rome is the type of civilization who has 1 really good ability, 2 actually with his legions and Trajan's column. He has another really solid ability with the Bath, and a 4th really solid ability with his roads lead to Rome. Trajan is the civilization you should pick, actually, if you're looking to expand your repertoire, I guess you could say. And if you want to beat a higher difficulty, for example, if you're on King wanting to beat Emperor, play Trajan. If you're on Emperor wanting to beat Deity, play Trajan, right? It's just so simple, so fun to play as. He has everything: early war, economy, early growth, housing, monuments, and culture. It's just absolutely incredible, but that is why we have Trajan at number 19. Number 18, we have Vietnam Batrio. That is right. To drive out the aggressors. I mean, my God, she's got America shaking in its boots right now. This is exactly why they lost the Vietnam War. 5 combat strength when fighting in rainforest, marshes, or woods tile. That is a lot of damn combat strength. That is a lot of combat strength. 1 movement if they begin their turn on those tiles, which is solid when it comes to exploration, and you don't even know the best part. Those bonuses are doubled if it is in your territory. So if you're defending in your territory, if you're fortifying on a rainforest, you have 10 extra combat strength and 2 extra movement speed. I mean, my God, there's nothing else to say. Vietnam is one of the hardest civs to take out in the early game, mid-game, late game, post-game, pre-game, whatever game you want. You're not taking out Vietnam without just some sort of absolute miracle, let's just say. 9 Dragon Rivers Delta means districts placed on rainforest, marsh, or woods gain culture, science, and production respectfully. However, you can only put specialty districts on those tiles. It is kind of like a knockoff, a trade-off sort of, because you're getting more yields, but you're getting those yields at a sort of, you can't plan out your districts as well. But I mean, the thing is, though, if you get to the conservation civic, the medieval fair civic, sorry, you will be able to plant woods, which will give you culture, which is the victory Vietnam wants to go for, and allow you to plant woods on tiles that don't have woods, and allow you to get your district adjacencies that way. The Voitian is a crossbowman unit, nothing too special. It replaces the crossbowman unit. It has more movement speed and can move after attacking. It's a defensive unit, pretty much. You're not really going to use it to go on the offensive. You can, obviously, but it really isn't the best thing you can do. It's not the best thing, right? It's not like Grand Columbia's unique unit or anything like that, or Babylon's plains while everyone is still fighting with sticks and stones. Finally, you have the Thon, a unique district replacing the encampment. I know, if you're not a domination civ, encampments really aren't the best, but you gain 2 culture for each adjacent district, and after flight is researched, you receive tourism equal to the culture output, and this district does not require population, is cheaper to build, cannot be built adjacent to the city center, and does not provide great people points, and is not a specialty district. So you can place these anywhere. You don't have to place them on woods, forests, or marshes, and the fact you get tourism, they're cheaper to build, they don't have a population limit, so if you you have 4 population, for example, you can only build 3 districts. You can build those 3 districts and then build the fun on top of that, which is pretty damn nice. But yeah, that's why I have Vietnam at number 18, a really strong civ. Definitely one of the harder civs to make use of because of the district adjacency bonuses and the fact that you can have a limited selection of placing districts, but drive out the aggressors is one of the best defensive abilities in the entire game. So that's why we have them at number 18. Number 17, we have Menelik. Lick these guys into submission because that is exactly what you're going to be doing. Where the hell is M? H? Okay, there it is. Menelik II, that is right, the best top hat in the entire game by far. You receive science and culture equal to 15% of your faith generation in cities founded on hills, as well as an extra 4 combat strength on hills. You get the Axomite Legacy, which gives international trade routes half faith per resource at the origin, and improved resources provide you 1 faith for each copy the city owns, and you can purchase archaeological museums and archaeologists with faith. That's pretty nice. You're getting a lot of faith just from trade routes and improved resources on that ability, and using faith to buy archaeological museums and archaeologists will give you a massive boost to culture by the time the mid-game comes around. The Oromo Cavalry is pretty nice. It's a light cavalry unit. It's stronger and has greater sight than the Courser, receives no penalty for moving onto hills. It's not the best. I mean, it's meh. It's aight, you know what it's aight. It's nothing too special. It's maybe a 5 out of 10. It's a solid unit, nothing too good though. The Rock-hewn Church is nothing short of extraordinary. I mean, my God, you give up your firstborn son to get that amount of faith generation. It's just absolutely incredible. I mean, my God, you get faith, and then faith for each adjacent mountain and hills tile, and then it provides tourism equal to the faith after researching flight, grants +1 appeal, can only be pillaged by natural disasters, can only be built on hills or volcanic soil, or not adjacent to another rock-hewn church. The amount of faith and tourism generation you're going to get off of that is absolutely insane. Nothing short of extraordinary. The best thing about Menelik is you can afford to go for an early religion. Because of your combat strength on hills, and because of your affinity to spawn on hills, you're going to be needing less units to defend, which means you can go for astrology, go for the early religion, get the cross-culture dialogue, or whatever it is that gives you 1 culture for every 4 followers. You can use your insane faith generation to spread your religion. You can use your insane faith generation to get a boost in science and culture. Maybe go for a nice medieval Renaissance era war, you know what I mean? Get those Oromo cavalry and Oromo around everybody. I don't know what I just said. Okay, but pretty much Menelik is a solid faith guy. And if you get that secret society, I forget what it's called, but the one that turns your faith into more science, culture, and gold, you are looking at one of the best yield generators in the entire game by far. Menelik is a very strong civilization. The only real problem I have with them is they don't have any bonuses towards early war. I know, early war. I love early war because it just gives you something to do, something that's in your control. He doesn't really have anything that helps towards that, but his other abilities more than make up for it, which is why I have him at number 17. Number 16, we have Shaka of the Zulu. Yes, Shaka, I mean, my God. Is he wearing earmuffs? I can never tell. Is this guy wearing earmuffs or not? It kind of look like earmuffs. I know it's probably some sort of cultural attire, but they look like earmuffs to me, all right? Let me know down below what you guys think. He has his ability, Amabuthu, may form corps and armies much earlier, and you get an extra 5 combat strength to both those. And Easy Bongo, cities with a garrison unit gain loyalty, 5 loyalty if it's a core or army, and conquering a city will upgrade it into a core or army if the proper civics are unlocked. You get the Impy, which replaces the Pikeman, cheaper to build, lower maintenance, increased flanking bonuses, and much faster experience, which with the Akanda and the barracks will mean your Impy are going to be getting so much experience per combat, it's nothing short of absolutely illegal in 7 different municipalities. municipalities. There we go. The Akanda was buffed by the April update. Nothing too strong. It replaces the encampment. It gives you housing. Once the check is met, corps and armies can be built outright. Buildings in the Akanda receive 2 golden science, which is decent. Faster core and army creation. So pretty much as the Zulu, you want to go for an early war if you can, you know, maybe a horseman rush or a swordsman rush. Try to get mercenaries as soon as possible. Go ahead, take out an enemy. You can even wait till impies, quite honestly. Just start spam building impies. You don't even have to upgrade into them because they are so cheap to build. Get cores, get armies, get massive combat bonuses, get massive loyalty bonuses. Finish off cities with regular units so they can upgrade into cores. And the Akanda is one of the best districts when it comes to military. He's just a solid all-around military type of civilization. He doesn't do anything too incredible. You do have to wait till the cores and armies. But I mean, come on. By the time you get cores and armies, you're going to be so strong. You're going to be mincing through everybody. It's not even going to be close. That is why I have the Zulu at number 16. Number 15, we have the civilization who benefited the most from the New Frontier past. We have Jayavarman, Roman numeral 8. I cannot believe I said that right on the first try. Thank God. His attire does leave something to be desired a little bit. He does have wood pegs as earrings. I don't know. It probably hurts, man. I would never have just big ass earplugs like embedded into my... That sounds like it hurts, man. That guy's got more balls than all of us combined watching this video, myself included. Monasteries of the King. Holy sites are granted a major adjacency with rivers, a culture bomb, and food equal to its adjacency and housing on the river. You combine this with the Pantheon, that gives you 2 housing and 2 amenities for holy sites next to a river. You are looking at 4 housing, lots of food, and a butt ton of faith generation. I mean, my God. You go for that. You go for work ethic as your religion. You go for Grand By-Rise, which gives aqueducts 1 amenity from entertainment and 1 faith for every population. Farms give 2 food if adjacent to an aqueduct and 1 faith if adjacent to a holy site. I mean, you start spamming out holy sites, aqueducts, and farms, you are going to be so big, so chunky. You're looking at a potential 30 to 40 population save if you play your cards right. But at the very least, you should have 15 to 20 population in every single city. No exceptions. None. If I see somebody out there playing Jayavarman with 14 population, they're getting on the hit list. I'm sorry. It just has to be happening. We can't let our boy Jayavarman be done dirty like that. You have to get 15 to 20 population at the very least. No exceptions. The Domri is a unique medieval era siege unit replacing the Trebuchet. I mean, that's probably the biggest knock on him. You don't get to see the Trebuchet in action as Jayavarman. But I mean, the Domri is still pretty cool. It has higher combat strength than the Trebuchet, and it can move and shoot in the same turn. All jokes aside, this thing is an absolute beast when it comes to siege warfare. You get 3 or 4 of these along with a few knights. You can walk in, boom, 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 take out the walls, move in with your knights. You can finish off a city in a literal turn with Jayavarman, and then you can start just spam building population in that city, and you're looking even better because the Prasat, it gives you 6 faith, it replaces the temple, nothing too special so far. It gives you 0.5 culture for every population in the city. Okay, so you're probably looking at 10 to 15 culture in every city. You know, it's a pretty solid ability, especially if you get enough of these out. Nothing too bad. Once flight is researched, you receive 10 tourism if the city population is 10 or higher. What? What? You get 10 tourism if the population is 10 or higher, 20 if the population is 20? Oh my God, it's just game over at that point. So you're telling me if I get 10 cities with 10 population, not even 20, 10 population, I am getting 100 tourism before any bonuses to yields, before any sort of bonuses from getting open borders or the broadcast centers or anything, just from having my cities be somewhat big. Most of the time, you're going to have 15 cities, about 5 of which are going to have 20 population. So that would be, I don't know, 20 tourism times 5 is 100. You're looking at 200 tourism most of the time. You know, you add in the bonuses to broadcast centers, open borders, trade routes. You're looking at Prasats giving you 400 tourism at the very least. A massive amount of tourism. Nothing short of incredible, considering that about 1,000 tourism per turn is what you need if you want to go for a culture victory. Getting about half of them by literally building a builder and using your massive population bonuses to get 20 population isn't anything too hard, and it is a massive payoff. He is at number 15. No bonuses towards any sort of early war, but the Domri more than makes up for it as a monster trebuchet replacement later on. Number 14, we have Matthias Corvinus. Yes, this dude, he probably has one of the best jawlines in the game. This dude kind of looks like the dude from Shrek. I forget what his name, Prince Farkon from Shrek. I mean, there is no ogres in Civilization 6, so he's pretty much safe from having an ogre steal his victory or anything like that. The Raven King levied units gain movement and combat strength, and they cost 75% less gold and resources to upgrade levied units. If you levy troops from a city-state, you receive 2 envoys with that city-state, and you gain the Black Army unique unit when the castle's tech is researched. Oh my god, if you play Heroes and Legends, and you go Himiko, who has the ability to grant city-states envoys and to levy city-states for free, giving you envoys in the process, you're looking at 4 to 5 envoys from levying units. You can upgrade all those units into swordsmen because they're mostly going to be warriors, requiring 75% less gold and resources to upgrade. You're looking at, let's say you get a great general. You get 5 combat strength, 5 from the great general, 10 from Himiko. You're looking at 20 damn combat strength. My god. A 20 combat strength swordsman is looking at 55 base, not to mention his abilities and flanking bonuses. I remember one time I got up to 80 combat strength as a swordsman. That is going to be on a playlist in my channel. I might link it down below, but it was a Hungary playthrough, and it was so mad. It was one like special one-time video, and I was just absolutely shocked at the level of illegal domination. Like, this has to be broken, right? If you're going in a multiplayer game and your friend is like, let me play Heroes and Legends, and they lock in Hungary, leave the game. You're not winning. You are not winning. Himiko, nothing short of incredible, along with the Raven King is even better. You got Pearl of the Danube, you get a production bonus to districts from across a river. Pretty damn solid, quite honestly. The Thermal Bath gives you amenities and production, and it extends to city centers within 6 tiles, and they apply once to a city, and multiple copies of the building do not provide a dish. It's solid, nothing too crazy. City receives tourism and amenities if there's one geothermal fissure. I don't know how often you're going to get a geothermal fissure, but I mean, it's solid, nothing too good. The Hussar and Black Army are solid, unique units in the same upgrade path, which is, honestly, I don't think that happens aside from Hungary. The Black Army comes first, which gives you 3 combat strength for each adjacent levied unit. Wow, okay, amazing. Then you have the Hussar, an industrial era unit that replaces the cavalry. 3 combat strength for every active alliance. I mean, nothing short of absolutely legendary insane. You get alliances, you get adjacency from levied units. You're probably going to have these guys very well upgraded because they're on the same upgrade path. And if you go for a horseman rush early on, you're probably looking at just elite guard horsemen, hussars, black armies. I mean, it's just nothing short of incredible. That is why I have Matthias at number 14. Number 13, we have Genghis Khan, or as he should be known as, Chinggis Khan. I have no idea. There's like 5 different ways to pronounce this guy's name now. Apparently it's Chinggis now. It used to be Genghis. It used to be something else. It used to be like Genghis without the H or something. I have no idea. In this game, he's Genghis Khan, so we're calling him Genghis Khan. The Mongol Horde cavalry class units gain 3 combat strength and a chance to capture enemy cavalry units. Wow. Orto gives you extra diplomatic visibility points and an immediate trading post when sending a trade route, and double combat strength from having a higher level of diplomatic visibilities. Wow. The Keshig isn't really too special. It's a ranged cavalry unit, and its best ability is that it can escort civilian and support units. Meh. It's not really that good of a unit. The Ordu gives 1 movement speed to cavalry units and 25% combat XP to all cavalry and siege units trained in the city, and you may not be built in an encampment or in a city that already has a barracks. So, I mean, Mongolia, his Mongol Horde and his Orto ability will give you at least 9 to 15 combat strength against enemy cavalry class units. Nothing short of insane. It's just that simple. Just superior firepower. The Ordo is going to give you more experience and resources and movement speed, and you could just literally be the real Mongol Empire and just absolutely blast through enemy defenses. If they get walls, it could be a problem. But, I mean, if you go for, like, a catapult or 2, that's probably the only problem with the Mongols. Catapults don't have movement speed, but, I mean, they do get an experience bonus from your Ordu unique what's it called again? Stable replacement. So, I mean, Genghis is still pretty solid. He used to be top 3 before, like, in Rise and Fall. But now, he kind of fell because, like, battering rams can't be used by cavalry class units anymore. Not to mention that also a lot of civs have overtaken him. Civs like Suleiman the Magnificent. Yes, Suleiman is in at number 12. Where is he? Where's Suleiman? There he is, the onion hat man himself, the dude with a nice jewel in the middle of his head. I mean, it's like he's going to put you under the Tsukiyomi or something. First off, he's got the Grand Vizier, exclusive unique governor with military and diplomatic abilities. Ibrahim, get the bombards, man. You get the Janissary unique unit and a governor title when gunpowder is researched. He really has 4 unique abilities instead of the 5 instead of the usual 4. Ibrahim is massive, especially if you get the first 2 to 3 promotions on him. Not to mention, once you get gunpowder, you get a free governor title for Ibrahim. You get the Great Turkish Bombard, massive production towards siege units, which are really expensive. Extra combat strength against districts with siege units. Conquered cities do not lose population, and cities not founded by the Ottomans gain amenities and loyalty. Everything you want for a domination playthrough is in the Great Turkish Bombard. Cities don't lose population. You gain amenities, you gain loyalty, so we are looking at massive loyalty retention with the Ottomans. And we haven't even gotten started on the Grand Bazaar, which gives you an extra strategic resource for every different type of resource the city has improved. You get 1 amenity for every luxury resource the city has improved. The Barbary Corsair, I haven't really used it. It can be used for some really nice strategies, though. I usually play on Pangaea. This is still a very solid unit. The Janissary is nothing short of insane. It replaces the Musketman, stronger to build, free promotion, cheaper. It requires a population to train, but what you can do is you can upgrade into the Janissary, get the free promotion anyways, and not have to use the population requirement to build them. And the other good thing about it is that it's cheaper to build a Janissary, so it'll be cheaper to upgrade into a Janissary. Yeah, you can also build them in cities you've already conquered from your ancient era catapult rush. But, I mean, I find it better to just build swordsmen and just hard build these guys. Get like 3 to 4 promotions after going through an early war with warriors and swordsmen. And then absolutely blitzing the map, knocking everybody, destroying everybody in your path, watching the world burn. Probably played a little too much Civilization. Probably should take a break, quite honestly. But, yeah. Suleiman number 12, one of the best domination civs in the entire game. His abilities are like all towards domination though, so really that's kind of why he's a little low. I know, me penalizing somebody for going like supremely domination, but I mean he doesn't have any abilities towards anything else. The closest thing is the Grand Bazaar, which is like extra amenities and strategic resources. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I have Suleiman at number 12. Number 11, we have Basil II of Byzantium. Yes, his Poor Pyro. His unique ability that makes cavalry units go burr is heavy and light cavalry units do full damage against cities following the same religion as Byzantium. So walls are useless as against Byzantium if they can convert your civilization to your religion, which isn't that hard. I remember I played my Byzantium playthrough like 2 weeks ago. I kill 1 unit and I convert 3 cities. No joke at all. I converted 3 cities. You get so much era score too. If you're at war with somebody and you convert their city to your religion, you get 4 era score. With Byzantium, you want to do that every single time with cavalry units. You do that, convert religion, destroy, demolish walls and cities, and you are looking golden. Taxis, units receive 3 combat strength or religious strength for each holy site converted to Byzantium's religion. So pretty much what you want to do is convert an enemy holy site, conquer them completely, move on to the next guy with extra combat strength. You get a nice 3 combat strength early on. Could be +6 depending on who you take out first, and +9 if you take another religion out second. Byzantium's religion is spread to nearby cities and defeating a unit belonging to an enemy civ or city-state, and a great profit point from cities with a holy site. You see, this is what I love about Byzantium and that I wish civs like Poland had. If you just gave people 1 great profit point for somebody like Poland or Georgia, they would be a lot better. Now Byzantium has to spend less on holy site projects, so you can spend more on getting cavalry units to go for an early war. The Tagma is pretty much a knight replacement that like pretty much is a great general, giving 4 combat strength to adjacent units, which doesn't stack, but you can use a Tagma to give combat strength to adjacent Tagma. So you're looking at 48, 52 combat strength. You know, you go for the Crusade belief, you're looking at 62 combat strength. 62 combat strength, knock off a unit or 2, convert an enemy city, take him out, even if he has like urban defenses, you'll be able to decimate him. The Hippodrome is really nice. It replaces the entertainment complex, giving you 3 amenities, cheaper to build. That's really good. But when the Hippodrome in every building constructed, you get a free heavy cavalry unit that doesn't require maintenance cost. You build the Hippodrome, you get a cavalry unit. You build a arena, you get a cavalry unit. You build a stadium, you get a cavalry unit. You see how this goes on. So Basil doesn't quite make the top 10, but he is sitting pretty at number 11, one of the best domination religious hybrids in the entire game. Yeah, it's pretty much all I have for now. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Did I tell you guys to subscribe? Because that is something you should definitely be doing. And yeah, let me know down below what you guys would change, what you guys agree with. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.